Now let's talk about Pakistan's iron brother China. It's whipping a storm in a teacup. The Chinese are riled up. They're angry with the United States over a panda. That's right, the latest US-China diplomatic row is about a panda. It's called Yaya. In the year 2003, Beijing gave this panda to a zoo in Memphis. Yaya was a goodwill ambassador. She was meant to promote China-US ties. But today she has come to signify the deep mistrust between the two countries. Recently, there was a major outcry on Chinese social media, and it got so bad that Yaya had to be dispatched back to China. So why is Beijing being so sensitive about a panda? Let me give you some context. Pandas are central to Chinese diplomacy. Beijing uses them as a tool. It sends pandas to countries around the world. They are sent as gifts, as signs of Chinese friendship. So if China gives you a panda, it means they see you as a special friend. This is China's panda diplomacy. In the early 2000s, China's relationship with the US was rock solid. China had joined the World Trade Organization. America had supported China's membership. The two countries were working together on a host of issues, from the economy to counterterrorism. They were on the same page on everything, it seemed. It was said that the US administration was full of quote-unquote panda huggers. It was the high point of their relationship. So China showed its love. It sent two pandas to the US on a 20-year loan, Yaya and her male companion, Lele. They ended up in a zoo in Memphis, and they were welcomed with a lot of fanfare. They became the centerpiece of a China exhibit there. That was 2 decades ago. Remember, the loan was for 20 years. The agreement was about to expire. But a few months back, tragedy struck. Lele, the male companion of Yaya, died. He died due to a heart disease. And even before his death, stories began circulating on the Chinese internet. Mostly rumors and false claims. They said the Memphis Zoo was mistreating the Chinese pandas, that they were being given substandard bamboo. They said the pandas were malnourished. Then photos began circulating. Some users said Yaya's fur was looking thin and patchy. They complained about mistreatment of the panda at the hands of the Americans. Let me repeat, these were rumors, but they spread like fire, so much so that the fate of Yaya became a national issue in China. To add fuel to the fire, the pandas in America were being compared to those in Russia. Of course, China has gifted pandas to Russia, and Chinese netizens pulled out their photos. They said the Russian pandas looked well, which means Moscow is taking better care of the Chinese animals. Again, none of this had any factual basis, but the narrative caught on. The pandas in America were called oppressed. Soon online petitions were launched. They demanded the return of Yaya. Look at some of these posters. They went viral, and this is what they said. Mom, I've been working for 20 years. Do I have enough to buy a return ticket home? Here's another one. Protect Yaya, shout it together. The sentiment caught on, and the result is this. Yaya is back in China. Earlier this week, she landed in Shanghai. It was a 16-hour flight. Yaya was brought back on a special Panda Express plane. She's now being kept in quarantine inside a zoo. It is equipped with an air conditioner and an area for outdoor activities. The Chinese government has also issued a statement. It says Yaya was being looked after well in America.
The Memphis Zoo has a relatively sound management system and operation procedures. Yaya was under good care throughout her stay in the Memphis Zoo. She is deeply loved by the American people. The cooperative research on giant panda has facilitated the protection of the animal, public education and people-to-people exchanges. China is willing to continue working with other partners, the US side included, to make contribution to the conservation of endangered species.
So all those rumors about mistreatment were at the end of the day just rumors. And the Chinese censors that are famous for scrubbing the internet and controlling the narrative let these rumors spread. The question is, did they start them? Well, there's no way to tell, but Yaya has returned, and the row over this panda marks the end of China's panda diplomacy with the US.